Sniper up there. One way to deal with him. My usual way of dealing with snipers. There we go. Job done. Hello, welcome back to Outside Xbox. We're here at Gamescom, and it turns out Homefront 2 still exists.
Yeah,
Who thought it?
I'd kind of forgotten this was a thing.
Yeah, so they revealed it like a year ago, and then it was pretty much silence.
Yeah.
But it turns out they're still making it.
Okay. I mean, is this a game that people are clamoring for?
Well, it's actually all right.
Really?
Yeah, it's okay. It kind of reminds me a bit of Far Cry, but in a city. So if you're not familiar with Homefront, it was kind of a boring Call of Duty claim, but it did have one good idea, which was that North Korea had invaded America, and it was...
Is that a good idea? I mean, it's just the plot of the movie Red Dawn.
Well, yeah, and it worked for that,
Okay.
so it works for this. But yeah, basically, so America's under a kind of oppressive rule, and that's the case here as well. Now, one of the really cool things is this customization feature. So I've popped the front off my shotgun and put something new on.
Okay, what is that?
Well, you'll find out shortly. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Right.
But it's very much not a shotgun anymore.
Okay.
So this customization feature, I was expecting, you can add scopes, you can add like underslung things and stuff like that. But the main sort of modifier on the RB when you customize it changes it dramatically. I mean like super dramatically. So for example, the assault rifle turns into a magnetic grenade launcher, which those two things are not related. They both have a trigger. That's about where the similarities are.
How do you modify an assault rifle to fire magnetic grenades?
I don't know, with a lot of work.
Elastic bands.
He pulls basically most of the gun off. He's just got a little sort of trigger.
Okay.
So I've got a little trap here. There's a patrol coming. I go a little bit early, I must admit.
Okay.
She's like, wait for it. Wait for it.
Right.
I'm like, go. I got overexcited. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's sort of. See, I mean, they get the idea. What?
It's like a napalm shotgun.
Okay.
So everyone's on fire now.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah, I know, right.
I mean, so well done on setting everyone on fire.
Thanks. You'll find blueprints basically in the world that allow you to create these modifications. So they're crazy.
You've got like a Molotov Grolsch there.
Yeah, I know, right, with the little swing top.
Yeah. Nice.
Look, remote control car.
Okay, cool. So a lot of improvised weaponry.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
What they're going for here.
So I'm going to try and remote control car these guys.
Right.
But I get shot immediately. I was going to ramp the remote control car off the...
Sure, yeah, no, I see what you were going for.
Yeah. It's a bit of Hollywood action.
Yeah.
So I try a bit more. I try and stealth remote control.
Okay, from behind cover.
Yeah, right.
And then flank them.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay.
And I get close, but I get shot again.
Oh man, they're really on those remote control cars.
Yeah, right.
Aren't they?
Can you imagine how hard it is to hit a remote control car with a gun?
These guys are good. So is it North Korea again that you're fighting?
Yes, it's North Korea again. They've sort of taken over the city of Philadelphia, which I'm assured didn't look like this before they came in.
Right. Presumably there are enemies that are weak to certain kinds of ammo, things like that.
Yeah. So if you use this napalm launcher on like a drone, it doesn't really work, but it's amazing on humans because humans burn really easily, it turns out.
That's cool. I like the kind of varied weapons.
Yeah,
that's
so
cool.
Look, there you go. Like I try and napalm the drone, it shrugs it off because it's like fire does not bother me.
It's like I'm a drone, mate. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you're going to shoot it with
just
a gun.
An assault rifle instead.
Good old-fashioned gun.
So this is where I'm gonna. So if you check it out, like the conversion thing is the really big
thing.
Look, there you go. So now it's a limpet mine launcher apparently.
Okay.
But now I can't put under barrel stuff on it or a scope. Or maybe I can put a scope on.
So you can just snap a whole new barrel onto
basically
trigger mechanism.
All that's left is the sort of stock, basically.
So is it sort of Far Cry-like in its objectives as well? Are you trying to sort of weaken the KPA's
Yeah,
hold,
exactly that. Yeah. So you're trying to liberate sort of... You never really liberate them. You just sort of increase resistance presence. So you'll see a bit more propaganda pop up and things like that. But yeah, it's very much that kind of like... There's the searchlight from the airship. And there's the airship.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very much like I'm trying to hit it with the limpet mine.
I mean, that's optimistic.
Because they never taught me not to anger giant airships full of cannons and stuff. Apparently, you can at some point later on take those things down. So that's going to be spectacular.
Sweet. Some kind of orbital laser, I'm assuming.
Yeah. And also, vehicles.
Okay,
so there's a little dirt bike in here. I'm just looting everything. Because that's what you're supposed to do in video games. You go through every drawer.
Go through this. Oh, that's a nice
It's a wheel of
it's a barbecue wheel.
Well, I think it's a wheel for a remote control car. So I'm not just getting a remote control car and strapping it onto it. I'm constructing my own remote control car.
Wow. I
can imagine back at Resistance Base, they're like, can you stop making toys, please?
You're like, well, we've got to keep our spirits up.
Yeah.
Morale's very important. Where are you going on this dirt bike? What was your plan at this point?
Heading to where that flag is, that flag marker, because that's one of these areas that we can kind of hack and semi-liberate. But it's quite difficult to. I mean, like, this is not. There are not open highways and stuff. This
yeah,
is like
a lot of debris around.
Yeah, exactly. So just you're just smashing into walls. Why not? And that I pretty much hit everything it's possible to hit
in the
on
city
the way
of
around this
Philadelphia.
corner. I missed the tree.
Okay, but then into
and that oven.
All right.
Why not? But yeah, I don't think you'll see many vehicles bigger than a sort of dirt bike because it's just going to be impossible to get around.
Yeah.
You're not going to be like, driving a truck or anything. I don't think.
Let's go again with the Far Cry vibe with the vehicle.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's all sort of quads and dirt bikes and stuff like that.
Because the original Homefront wasn't like this, was it?
Not at all. No, it was a very linear sort of Call of Duty campaign style shooter. It had like a multiplayer. Yeah,
trying to get these
I get there.
Okay.
Give me time. There we go. Lift the front wheel. These are my guys, and I'm like, can I run them over? And they're like, those are your men. Don't do that.
What?
All right, I'll let that guy go then. This time. I can actually go through there, but I don't.
Okay.
That's freedom of choice, Andy.
You had the choice to, and you chose not to.
Yeah. So I'm going to try and hit something with this limpet mine, which I haven't managed to do yet.
All right.
But it has like a lock on, so those little red dots. See, I'm just firing it into the sky.
Just
What I
blind
should
firing.
be doing.
Oh, the red dots on the
yeah, waiting for
actual
those
gun.
red dots on the gun to lock on.
Ah, cool.
And now, again, freedom of choice. Now I'm going to go through there.
Right.
See? It's those things that will win the war for you, Andy. Those kind of split-second decisions.
That kind of military strategy, that's what wins medals.
Exactly. Let's loot some lockers, bit of propellant, some chemicals. Sweet. I can make explosives with that. So I can now build a new like grenade launchery or grenadey thing.
Ah, okay.
Explosive. There you go. Done. So it's a bit like Alien Isolation in that regard.
Crafting.
You're kind of constantly scavenging and trying to craft stuff to help you. Sniper up there. One way to deal with him. My usual way of dealing with snipers. There we go. Job done.
Sniper chunks falling onto the street.
It's raining man. Hallelujah.
So what are we going to find at this flag when we get there?
A little hacky sort of hack thing.
Hacking?
Yeah. But like it's pretty straightforward hacking. It's sort of like the Batman password hacking. It's a bit like that.
All right.
But with fewer super obvious passwords.
Yeah. Penguin.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Locked on there.
Nice.
And nuked the vehicle.
Well,
I'm being chased by a drone now. So getting scanned is bad because that brings in reinforcements, and they might bring in more vehicles or more, bad guys. But your resistance buddies help you out.
Okay.
So they made me waste a limpet mine there by shooting the drone before I had a chance to.
Jerks.
I know. We can have words when we get back to
no medals for
them.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Improvised medals.
It's just a bottle cap on a piece of string. So here's a little hacky thing. But I'm actually being shot while I'm hacking. So I can stop hacking.
Who is
set
shooting?
This guy on fire.
Right.
Where are you? There you are.
Ow.
Now that he's on fire,
yeah,
we can hack the thing. So yeah, you just twiddle the sticks around and it's a bit confusing.
Oh,
You get
okay,
it
I
right
see.
Eventually. There you go.
It looks like an old message board from like
Yeah,
2001.
So there you go. We now own a sugar plant, apparently.
Great.
Sugar for everyone. So yeah, you can ramp your dirt bike over these pipes and stuff.
Oh yeah, I can see that definitely going well.
It's quite cool because you're not limited to being on the ground. There's a lot of walkways and platforms and stuff. At least in this area.
Yeah.
If you look out into the distance, there's skyscrapers and things, all of them on fire.
Yeah, I wonder how varied the environments are going to be.
Yeah, so it depends whether it lets you really get into. That was another of our guys that I just shot.
But
he's not getting out of the way, so I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Mantle over there and then back up around him. Thanks a lot, mate.
But yeah, I'm not sure if you'll get to go to properly downtown Philadelphia. It would seem a bit of a waste if you can't. But this is a very sort of industrial zone at the moment. So yeah, as you can see, you can sort of stay off the streets if you want. You can duck into buildings.
Okay,
and
meet less
along
resistance
walkways.
going this way.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, there'll still be sort of the odd guy maybe, but most of the patrols stick to the streets. There's another barrel trap there.
Cool.
But no one to blow up, unfortunately.
Drop it onto someone's head.
Yeah, look.
Oh yeah.
It's a guy in a drone. Totally missed him. Missed him again.
Iron sights.
And he's gone now. He's run away to call his mates.
You would.
All right, can I make that jump? What do you reckon?
Yeah, do it. That's not why I'm saying do it. Like you're playing live.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm standing
right.
next to a gun,
Oh.
and I'm dead. So that was Homefront: The Revolution. We've been Outside Xbox. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.